Hello everyone, this is Bhavani. Welcome back to SSC Prep Up. Today we are going to discuss the most important topic, ancient books and authors. This video is helpful for all competitive exams, particularly those students who are going to appear in the CGL, CHSL, Tier 2 and RRB exams. Without wasting time, let's get started. Now we are talking about Sanskrit literature or Sanskrit books. First one, Panini. Panini book is Ashtadhyayi. It is a renowned work on Sanskrit grammar. Ashtadhyayi is composed of approximately 4000 sutras, which are organized into 8 chapters. Next one, Bharatamuni. Bharatamuni book is Natya Shastra. It is also known as Fifth Veda. This is very important. It is a detailed treatise and handbook on dramatic art that deals with all aspects of classical Sanskrit theatre. Let's move on to the next slide. Next one, Harisena. He was a 4th century Sanskrit poet of Samudragupta's court. Praga Prasasti is Samudragupta's inscription found at Allahabad. It was composed by Harisena. Harisena other important books. First one, Apabhramsha Dharma Pariksha. Second one, Karpura Prakara Sukta Valla. Third one, Jagat Sundari Yoga Mooladhikara. Fourth one, Asthanika Katha. Fifth one, Brihat Katha Kosa. Let's move on to the next slide. Next one, Dandin. Dandin time period is 7th to 8th century. He was Sanskrit grammarian and author of prose romance. His famous books are Kavya Darsha. Second one, Dashakumara Charita. Next poet, Jayadeva. His book is Gita Govinda. Next one, Bharavi. Bharavi time period is 6th century AD. Bharavi book is Kiratarjaniya. Kirata means the hunter and Arjuna. Next one, Megha. Megha time period is 7th to 8th century AD. Megha book is Shishupala Vada. Shishupala Vada means the killing of Shishupala. Next one, important one, Kautilya. Kautilya book is Arthashastra. This is most important. Let's move on to the next slide. Next one, Pingala. Pingala book is Chandashastra. This book related to mathematics. Next one, Charak. Charak book is Charak Samhita. This is related to medicine. This also very important. Next one, Susrut. Susrut book is Susruta Samhita. This is related to surgery. Next one, Madhava. Madhava book is Madhava Nidana. This is related to pathology. Next one, Varaha Mihira. Varaha Mihira book is Pancha Siddhantika. This is related to mathematical astronomy. His another book is Brihad Samhita. This is related to wide-ranging subjects like planetary movements, geology, architecture, etc. Next one, Aryabhatta. Aryabhatta book is Aryabhattiya. This book related to astronomy and mathematics. Next one, Lagada or Lagada. His book is Vedanga Jyotisha. Let's move on to the next slide. Now we are talking about literature in Pali and Prakrit. First one, Ashwagosha. His book is Buddha Charita. Next one, Hala. Hala book is Gatha Saptasati. This is in verses, but Hala has contributed only 44 verses to this volume. Remaining verses were composed by female poetesses. Next one, Milinda Panho. It contains a dialogue between King Menander or Milinda and Buddhist monk Nagasena. Next one, Bhadrabahu. His book is Uvasaggaharam Stotra and Kalpasutra. Kalpasutra is very important. Let's move on to the next slide. Now we are talking about Kannada literature. Pampa, Ponna and Ranna. The 3 gems of Kannada literature are the famous writers related to Jainism. These 3 persons are very important because SSC CGL 2024 asked these 3 persons related to which language. So this is very important. Let's move on to next slide. Now we are talking about Zoroastrian literature. Zoroastrianism refers to the religion developed from the teachings of Persian prophet Zoroaster or Zoroaster Shastra. Avesta or Janda Avesta, a collection of various texts dealing with religious beliefs, practices and instruction. This is very important. Let's move on to the next slide. Now we are talking about Sikh literature. First one, Guru Arjun Dev. His book is Guru Granth Sahib. His another book is Adi Granth. Let's move on to the next slide. Now we are talking about Dravidian literature. This literature composes 4 major Dravidian languages, which are Tamil, Kannada, Telugu and Malayalam. Tamil is supposed to be the oldest and is supposedly very close to Sanskrit. This first line is very important because SSC CHSL 2024 asked like which is not Dravidian language. So this is very important. Now we are talking about Tamil Sangam literature. First one, Thiruvalluvar. His book is Tirukkural. Next one, Tolka Piyar. His book is Tolka Piyam. This is treatise on grammar and poetics in the Tamil language. Next one, Ilango Adigal. His book is Silapadikaram. This is tragic love story Kannaki and her husband Kovalan and Kovalan's latter love Madhavi. Let's move on to the next slide. Next one, Satnar. His book is Manimekalai. Manimekalai, it is a anti-love story. It describes the story of Manimekalai, the beautiful daughter of Kovalan and Madhavi. She was and nun of Mahayana Buddhism. Let's move on to the next slide. Now we are talking about Bhakti literature. Alvars. Alvars means devotees of Vishnu or his avatar Krishna. One of the Alvar saints was a woman called Andal. Next one, Nayanars. Those who sang the praises of Saivism. Sekizar, his book is Periya Puranam. Time period is 12th century AD during Chola period. It gives a poetic account of the lives of 63 Nayanars. This is 5th Veda in Tamil. This is very important. Now we are talking about Malayalam literature. Ejuthanchan, a strong proponent of the Bhakti movement, is known as the father of the Malayalam language. Chiraman, his book is Ramacharitam. Let's move on to the next slide. Now we are talking about Telugu literature. First one, Nannaya. Nannaya was the first poet in Telugu. Next one, Nachana Somanatha. His book is Uttara Harivamsam. This is a translation of the Sanskrit work Harivamsam. Next one, Allasani Peddana, also known as Andhra Kavita Pitamahudu. His book is Manucharitra. Next one, Krishna Devaraya. His book is Amukta Malyada. His Sanskrit books are Madhalasa Charita, Satyavadu Parinaya, Rasamanjari and Jambavati Kalyanam. Jambavati Kalyanam is very important. Let's move on to the next slide. Now we are talking about Kannada literature. First one, Madhava. His book is Dharmanatha Purana. Next one, Amoga Varsha. His books are Kaviraja Marga. This is Kannada book. Next one, Prashnottara Ratna Malika. This is Sanskrit book. Let's move on to the next question. Thank you so much for watching. If you really like the video, don't forget to subscribe SSC Prep Up and also like, share and click the bell icon so that you will get all notifications from SSC Prep Up. We will meet again tomorrow 9 a.m. Until then, keep watching SSC Prep Up. Thank you so much.